One morning in Ghana, a farmer went out to his field to dig up some yams. While he was digging, one of the yams spoke to him. "Well, at last you're here. You never weeded me, but now you come around here with your digging stick? Go away and leave me alone." The farmer turned around and looked at his cow in amazement. The cow was chewing her cud and looking at him. "Did you say something?" he asked. The cow kept on chewing and said nothing. But the man's dog spoke up. "It wasn't the cow who spoke to you, it was the yam. The yam says to leave it alone." The farmer became angry because his dog had never talked before, and he didn't like his tone besides. He cut a branch from the palm tree to whip his dog, but the tree said, "Give me my branch back." This was enough, and the frightened farmer started to run for his village. On the way, he met a fisherman going the other way with a fish trap on his head. "What's the hurry?" he asked. "Well, my yam said leave me alone. Then the dog said listen to what the yam said. When I went to whip the dog with the palm branch, the tree said give me my branch back." "Is that all?" the fisherman asked. "Is that so frightening?" "Well," the man's fish trap added, "did he give the branch back?" "Bah!" the fisherman shouted. He threw the fish trap on the ground and began to run with the farmer. On the trail they met a weaver with a bundle of cloth on his head. "Why are you going in such a rush?" he asked them. The farmer caught his breath. "My yam said leave me alone. The dog said listen to what the yam says. The tree said give me my branch back." The fisherman joined in. "And then the fish trap said did he give it back?" "Well, that's nothing to get excited about," the weaver said. "No reason at all." "Oh, yes it is," the bundle of cloth said. "If it happened to you, you'd run too." The weaver shouted. He threw his bundle on the trail and started running with the other men. They ran down the main street of the village to the house of the chief. The chief's servants brought a stool out and came and sat on it to listen to their complaints. The men began to recite their troubles. "I went out to my garden to dig yams. Then everything began to talk. My yam said leave me alone. My dog said pay attention to your yam. And a tree said give me my branch back. And the fish trap said, well, did he give it back?" the fisherman said. "Then my cloth said, you run too," the weaver said. The chief listened to them patiently, but he couldn't refrain from scowling. At last he said, "Now this is really a wild story. You'd better all go back to your work before I punish you for disturbing the peace." So the men went away, and the chief shook his head and mumbled to himself. "Nonsense like that upsets the community." "Fantastic, isn't it?" the stool said. "Imagine a talking yam."